Every ACRA user has access to the ACRA cloud account. Once the user logs in into the cloud account, they will have to download two components. One is the engine, another one is the test case captor. This is the UI of the engine, and the captor is a Chrome add-on. In order to create a test case, the test set needs to be created first, and below that a test case is added. This test case is editing alpha name in the address book. So the user starts the recording. So what ACRA does is it starts listening to the actions in the system under test and converts it into a script. So right now the user is logging in into JDE. If you note, there is a step in ACRA on the left hand side. The user enters the fast path. A step is created for entering fast path in ACRA, and similarly all these actions that the user performs will be converted into a test step in ACRA. This is done by the test captor that has been configured in the browser. So once the recording is done, we'll see the parameters that are being captured in the test step. So these are the parameters captured for the login step. The metadata is also captured. So the alpha name, we are editing the alpha name here so that during execution the new value will be used. An automation execution is created. This is required to execute a test. So the required test cases are added under the automation execution. So the run test button needs to be populated with some values: the iteration name, the browser. All browsers are supported. There are two ways of executing. One is execute now or scheduling. Scheduling has multiple options: weekly, daily, and the end date also can be specified for the scheduling. It has been integrated with Jira as well. There is another option of embedding screenshots in the PDF also. So now the test case is selected and the execution has been triggered. The engine will be listening to the ACRA cloud, and now the execution has been triggered by the ACRA engine. So all these test steps are being executed by the ACRA engine. So entering alpha name, the new value that had been edited is being used, and it's signing out of the application, and the execution is complete. We can see a result in the UI of the engine. Now we go to the test summary in the ACRA cloud. We see all the steps and the values used for the execution, and all the steps have passed. There is a test report getting generated after the execution. And there are two reports generated. One is a PDF and an Excel. It is very similar to the test summary that we saw in the UI. And the Excel also represents the same data that we see in the UI. Alright, next we see the error test step. What data is captured part of an error test step or a failure test step. So an error test step is highlighted by the red color. So a red color indicates a failed test step. And there is error details captured part of the failed test step. Also there is a screenshot. The screenshot can be downloaded or can be viewed in the UI itself. These are the matrices. Next, PDF with screenshots. While an execution is executed, there are three types of modes. When we select documentation mode, we can generate a PDF with screenshots for all the test steps. We are downloading the PDF right now. So this is a documentation PDF where a documentation mode of execution where all the screenshots for all test steps, whether it's a pass or a fail, is captured in the PDF.